Yeah,
Now he really Tony Stark.
he was 85 years
Stop.
old.
Oh, he lived a good life, and he's great.
Yeah,
Well, it depends on how he died. Like, if it was just old age, then yeah, he gonna be alright. But if it was just like
yeah.
he just got caught lacking, get some gas.
Wait,
Shut
I
the
thought.
fuck
Wait, I
up.
thought.
My
Wait, I thought
God.
you don't. Wait, I thought you don't die from old age. I thought it just causes.
If you know what I mean, like, oh, he had a heart attack.
Oh,
Like, dang,
oh,
just
okay.
cause he old. Well, but if you just got caught lacking, like you
He
was at
was
the grocery
outside trying
store
to water some plants.
and you just slipped and broke your
Yeah,
back and your spine just exploded. And it's like,
yeah,
dang, bruh. Why
yeah,
you had to slip that? Why you ain't wear them shorts? Why you ain't wear them oofus?
Yeah, right. You
Y'all
should have
have
got
a
you
good
some
night.
ufus. Good night, Juicy.
GN.
You definitely should have worn some ufus. They're the comfiest shoes around.
bruh. That's
Nah,
crazy.
I'd rather drink after Bill Cosby than wear some oofus.
No, you wouldn't. It's like walking on a cloud, bro. This thing's great.
Oh, so wait, did they figure out that he was like innocent or something like that, or he was,
No,
or he
it's more
just,
complicated than
Yeah,
that.
it's
So he was never supposed to be charged with any of this per his plea agreement. Which I wouldn't even call that a plea agreement because he didn't admit to anything. But the first judge that presided over the case had made it so that he was not going to serve any jail time for whatever came about in the case. And then I guess the judge who took over was just like, nah, we're not doing that shit. Send him to jail. But then the documents got leaked. And so they had to release him.
man, you might as well release him from jail. Like, what else can he do? I mean, he's old, so I mean, like, what else can
He
he do?
can do a lot. He's got money.
right now he on tour.
Right? He
Interview.
about to revive Little Bill. We might see another iteration of the Cosby Show called How I Beat a Case. Like this man, this man's about to.
Mm.
And I know a lot of folks are just like, well, he's old.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my dog, Bill Cosby.
What? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
him out. Him is out.
Oh, his birthday is Monday. He'll be 84.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it because I don't know, man. Like the 80s was a wild time.
Yeah, it really
And
was.
you have so many people coming out the woodworks and just like, you did this.
Exactly.
I feel, statistically, I feel like the odds are against him. However, in the court of law, we cannot go by these statistics. We have to actually prove it. So I'm torn because I'm of the mindset typically if you've served your time, then you should
Right.
be reintegrated back into society, depending on the severity of the crime. And if the crime is that severe, then you should just stay in jail, as far as I'm concerned. So, and if you have been acquitted, then we should just let bygones be bygones. But it's hard. It's hard to let something like this go because there lots of people who get away scot free doing some real foul shit that never come to
Yeah.
justice.
Yeah, I hate that. It was like plenty of times while I was reading online, like this and this happened, but it's like they never get, like, they it's like they never like go to jail for it, and it's so crazy. But then, yet again, my question is like, did they even have any evidence on him anyway? Because I'm for sure they didn't find anything.
Well, they have the testimony, and that's the thing. When I think of Pookie mentioned it before, he essentially got off because he stayed quiet. He never admitted to anything. And because it was so long ago, I think when she finally came forth, she was like just within her statute of limitations. I think like another month or something like that, and it would have been inadmissible. So
Yeah.
he never said anything. He maintained his innocence throughout. So I think them not having any concrete evidence, because back then, I don't even know if rape kits were even out back then. And if they were, a lot of the hospitals never stored them or did not store them correctly. So they may have gotten contaminated. Like there's just a lot of variables to consider with this happening over 20 years ago. So actually, what's the secret in the 20s? I think it was like 2004. So it was like 60. So it was still a while ago.
Wait, how long has he been in jail? For like
He's only been in jail for like 3 years. But
3 years?
I think this particular with Constance, whatever, or Constant, I think this happened in like 2004 or something like that. But there was a supermodel in the 80s who had a run-in with Bill Cosby, and he had drugged her, and she was like, "Motherfucker, did you drug me?" And he was not prepared for that, and so he hustled her out the house, and she was cussing at him, calling him all kinds of crazy names. And she's more believable because she had nothing to gain from it. She was already successful off her own merit. So what purpose would it serve for her to try to tarnish somebody's name, especially someone who has done some great things for the community? You know, like there's no reason for her to be vindictive. So
Yeah.
it's just wild all around.
Well, I know one thing for sure. It's like I never know what jail. I can't imagine like what jail looks like.
Me neither. I'm scared. Look, I don't want to have to shake somebody.